Oh, hi, Yoshimi. I'm gonna bring you on. Okay. Let me introduce. So, good evening, everyone. This is Anti-Gravity Tumbling's interview session. I will be interviewing some coaches and some fitness instructors, and we will be taking a break for a while from the interviews, but we'll come back around more towards the winter again. So, let me bring on our first guest. If you guys have any questions, just feel free to put them in the comment section, whether it's for the person speaking or something general, and then we'll try to respond to them. And let's see. I always forget how to do this. There we go. It's connecting.
Oh my gosh.
Hi,
I'm so
Yoshimi.
sad. Hi, Emily. Thanks for inviting me. I'm
Hi.
sweating.
How are you?
Should be a little better. Yeah. Actually, I think I caught a cold. This morning I had a sore throat, so I thought that I couldn't do a Zumba this morning today, but I did it, so I feel good.
Oh, good. Yeah, sometimes you just need that initial forcing yourself to get started, and then you're fine.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, I couldn't. Okay. Necessary. Bluetooth was working now.
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah.
How was your Zumba session?
Excuse me. What did you say?
How was your Zumba session?
Yeah, it was good. Always I have very few people, but they are so committed.
Oh.
So, yeah, my focus is not about the number of people, how many people come. So, of course, if there are a lot of people want to take my class, I can be happy.
Yeah.
But I'm a little different. I think I'm a real educator one by one. So fewer the better, because I can see their movement and I can give them notices.
Ah, nice. Yeah. It's always better when you have a smaller class or be more personal with them and really work with the individual versus like a huge class where it's not as personable. So
yeah, agree with you. So I'm glad I was. Oh, what if I faint in the middle of the class because I was so low energy today?
Oh no.
Yeah, so I'm glad.
So
I'm more.
I'll let you introduce yourself. So tell the people your name and what you do. What's your specialty?
Yes. Okay. So my name is Yoshimi.arai. I'm Japanese, and I should call myself as an educator because I'm teaching too many things. Sometimes am I crazy? But actually, my focus is about holistic education. I started from teaching Japanese, and next maybe teaching origami as an art, and teaching cooking as for the healthier life.
Your cooking looks awesome, by the way.
Oh, thank you. And next one was Zumba because I fell in love with one instructor. She was so smart and she was so dedicated, and her class was always like a heaven for me. So I felt like, oh, I want to be in the same world with her. It was really fell in love with her.
Aww.
So thinking about my background, I never danced in front of the others. Because of my culture, Japanese culture is it's based on shyness,
right,
and embarrassment. If I can't do it well, I should not do it. Yeah, that's crazy. And I'm a disco generation, but been to disco. But I was secretly like dancing for Michael Jackson in my room.
I feel like a lot of people probably had that little secret. Lock themselves in their room.
Yeah, but it's an interesting life is a very interesting so whatever you couldn't do when you were young, like a kind of incompleteness, some point it just burst out. So it was my 10 years ago.
Oh.
Yeah, so anyway, my Zumba teacher, I'm sorry, too long. Anyway, the next education was Zumba. So actually my Zumba was not really cool or hot dancing, but I wanted to get that interesting step combination and how to move safer that direction. But I didn't have any opportunity to teach because the Zumba teachers' positions were already saturated. One point, I get into Aqua Zumba teacher, and I learned it. I got the certification, which is super easy, and I started to take other classes. But I realized that in the water, dancing is much harder than in the air on land.
Yeah.
Then I started to feel I needed to study more. Then I started to study for Aquatic Exercise Association, the certification, AEA certification. And for me, it was a big deal because this thick textbook was filled with many, many like terms of physiology or physics, etc.
Oh.
And I passed the test. Phew. And I became a really aquatic teacher. And while I was doing, I started to realize, oh my gosh. So only the direction of the palm and in the water using the resistance of the water, how much it works for the body. Then I get into it so much. So I was very, very happy to teach aqua, and I didn't name it Aqua Zumba anymore because I really wanted to name it aquatic exercise for rejuvenating mind and body.
Right.
Yeah. So that was my how many? Language, cooking, art. What's else? And like a new path. But I was so into it then. COVID happened.
I was gonna say there's a lot of changes. I don't think schools are open, but they're not where it is. You have to do a whole bunch.
Yep.
Oh. Oh, that's better. Better.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. What did you say?
Actually, I was gonna ask you, how have you adjusted then? Because you're doing aquatic stuff. I know you were doing for a while. So how has the adjustment been for you? Like, how's it for you? How's it for your students? Like, how is it going?
Yeah, actually, it was very shocking when I was noticed that it's closed, and I was kind of stagnant at home. And Aqua people, rather, they are a little bit older than me. They were so committed. They came every single day, and I started to think about them. How are they doing? What where they can move? And I started to think, okay, if I can create some new exercise on chair with sitting, but tightening up, etc., maybe it can be equivalent to the aquatic exercise. So I started like on chair toning. So some of aqua people came, but I realized that on the chair is much harder than in the water, and much harder than regular Zumba, because you can focus on because you are not standing, you can focus on certain muscle pairs. So some dropped out because it was too much.
Oh.
But some are really, really sticking to it.
Oh, that's.
Yeah. So that's my transit. And so the great silver lining of COVID was I lost the kind of constant income, but I had a freedom. Nobody limited me. I could do anything.
Right.
Right. And of course, I was very careful for everybody's safety. And of course, I have my personal insurance, and I asked them to write a waiver because I want them to be aware. It's not a joke. It's not like a free online, like moving and fun, but I really, really serious about it. So I make them committed, and I started. Then, yeah, so I was very happy, and also I was very happy to be able to combine very unique music into one playlist, because I love music, and music and the rhythms of great stimulation to our brain. So I realized it's not like a randomly like a warm up and heartbeat raise up, not like only that, but also the kind of sudden change, rhythm change or mood change can be such a refreshing or such a good surprise for your brain and body. So I started to use bossa nova or sometimes jazz or sometimes classic to make kind of surprising playlist. I think I have 200 of playlists on my computer.
A lot of options.
It's a lot of options, and also every day is a different day. I couldn't stand just reuse the same playlist.
Right, and I'm sure it gets boring for you if you hear the same music all the time.
Yeah, sometimes it's important to memorize a choreograph, but depend on the day, you don't feel like listening to that music. So always I'm just tuned into the air, the humidity, and season and everything, and which music is the best for a body to start.
Feeling the energy of, I guess, what's going on that day.
Yeah, energy, exactly. So I really, really enjoyed during COVID. Every morning I woke up earlier and I spent, it's crazy, 2 hours to make a playlist.
Oh, wow. So this really pushed you to kind of your own thing, I guess.
I think so. I wanted to be unique.
Yeah.
Because I can't be cool like a young dancer anymore. I'm kind of old, uncool lady. So I should be something like a very different, unique teacher.
And that's
so
stand out, because if you're doing the same thing everybody's doing, then they're going to it's going to be hard for people to decide, well, what do I like about this person versus this person? If you're doing something that's unique, different, then that's different. Go to her instead of doing the same type of like Zumba class.
Exactly.
A lot of their stuff to it. It's not just movement. You're offering the mind, like the unique music, and you're bringing different attention to it. So you're definitely being able to create like a whole business model for your own style.
Yes, exactly. So I'm very happy about that. And funny thing is, my focus is about pursuing the happy life. And what the happy life is, there are three components. One is health, and one is relationship, and the third one is money. Very simple, Of course, we can say, "Oh, without money, I can be happy." Really, right? If you lose a house, you are happy? No way, right? But not about the craving for it, but it's about the balance.
Yes.
So
balance is key.
Right? Yeah. So online classes, I didn't charge much, but I asked for a donation, and some didn't pay, some couldn't pay, some paid, but I was not focusing on how much I get. I completely ignored, but that some donation was such an encouragement for me, such a motivation for me, and it created more energy inside of me, and I started to change more, like evolution was happening in my classes. So it's been 6 months, and I think I skipped maybe few days. Total over 200 classes I have been doing since March.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Sometimes I'm doing 2 times a day. Still, this morning I felt really like a sore throat, so I canceled, but I've just done it today. Yesterday, morning and night. So every day. Sometimes nobody came.
Being consistent. Oh, that's awesome.
Yes,
I hope
I challenged. Yeah.
Well, Yoshimi, do you have any other viewers?
Pardon me? Oh,
Oh,
my
sorry.
body has turned.
Oh, do you have any
It's
advice?
really breaking. I can't. Sorry, what did you say?
Oh, there you go. Okay. Do you have any advice for the viewers?
Wow, there are viewers? Oh my gosh. um, you know, find your passion. I never imagined that dancing with music, exercising to music, can be such a happiness in my life.
Oh,
This
yeah.
age of 60. I never ever. And now one club started to have a class, and I was teaching Zumba under the blue sky with Michael Jackson. I was almost crying. Who would imagine that over 60 years old, one can do it under the sky, dancing to Michael Jackson? Definitely your dream come true if you don't forget. This is my biggest message.
Oh,
a little crazy.
I like it. That's important. You have to be happy. You have to enjoy what you're doing. Otherwise, you're not going to be a very happy person.
Yeah. Actually, craving for it doesn't make it come true, but having the image and having your happy dream, always imagining clearly.
Yes.
And be happy with, on your path. If you ignore your path, you cannot reach to the goal.
Right.
You have to enjoy every path, no matter what.
All good advice. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. Thank you. I hope it will be a good advice for people.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
So, Yoshimi, your Instagram, which if any of the viewers want to contact you for one of your Zumba classes, then they know how to reach you. There should be a comment section on the bottom, and then if you type in your Instagram or your email, and then they'll be able to...
Oh, so may I put my email address?
Yeah, you can. Whatever's easier for you. I'll put in the
Instagram, because I'm quite new for Instagram. I don't remember what was my Instagram name.
If you want.
Yeah, because I have 3 Instagram. So I don't have Zumba Instagram.
No, that's whatever you want. Way they can reach out. You can send it to me, and then we'll post the video.
Okay. Thank you. I will put my email address.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
You're gonna put it here, or
at...
I'll wait for you to post it, and then I'll bring the next guest on.
Okay. Yeah. So Ucmee.arai, gmail.com. If you are interested in, anytime you can try as a trial, because you have to find your body is pleased exercise. We should do exercise with happiness, not because doctor said, not because this is good for us. No, should be happy, number one. I call it a vitamin H.
Yes.
That's most important.
Awesome. Thank you so much. It was great having you.
Thank you, Emily. Thank you for inviting me. How can I get out, by the way?
Oh, I'll exit you out.
Thank you.
Have a good
night, everybody. Bye.
Okay. Next person. Loading. Oops, did I freeze it? Hold on, guys. Just a reminder, in case you're joining us now, if you have any questions, you can put it in the comment section, whether it's for the person being interviewed or a general question, and then we'll try to answer it. So I'm trying to get the next person on. Let me cancel and try again. Maybe it didn't work. Oh, I did it wrong, that's why. Okay.
Fun. Look at that. I have never done this before. Hey,
How are you?
I'm all right. Not bad at all.
How's your day going?
So far, so good. I'm working from home these days, so uneventful, but
Oh,
good. Mhm.
probably safer, but yeah.
Yeah, much safer. And for that, I am extremely grateful. Yeah, especially in New York City.
Yes, yes. Oh, awesome. So I'll let you introduce yourself, tell the people your name and what you do.
I am Shatera, and first and foremost, I'm an educator. That's what I do. I'm the dean at a public school in Queens, and I am also a yoga instructor and wellness.
Awesome. All good stuff. I've seen some of your yoga pictures too. They're amazing.
Thank you.
Or looking at them, I should say.
Thank you.
So, how have your routines changed? So, as far as yoga goes, I know that that can be outside and it's usually pretty one-on-one, but I've seen a lot of people trying to accommodate by going outside. How has that impacted you?
Yeah. First of all, the word routine is a stretch because that was one of the first things to change was the fact that I do not have I'm establishing one now after a few months, but when Corona first hit, it really did upset my routine. I had like a wake up at this time, go to gym at this time, make my smoothie, like that whole situation. And then when schools closed, because I told you I work in a school, when schools closed, I no longer had to wake up and go to the gym and make that smoothie and all of those things. So the first thing to go was the routine. So it has changed in that, but now I'm incorporating things I can do from home.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
hmm
Do you prefer working out at home or do you miss being outside?
No, I do I prefer it? I like being outside while the weather was warm in this summer. That was really nice. I went to the park almost daily.
Oh,
Did my yoga flows, did some other type of workouts. I met up with a friend. We did that. So when the weather was nice, that was great actually. And something that I had overlooked beforehand, before it was like something I had to do, go to the park.
yeah. Really
But it's yeah, exactly. I'm like, oh yeah, all this outside was already here before. But I still much prefer the gym. There's something about kind of like entering this space that is specified for this time that I'm putting aside to do this thing. You get into this mindset. Um, and without it, it's just not the same for me. I'm somebody who like was really used to the checklist and the to-dos and the do this. So like entering and going to the gym was part of that. So without it, it's different, but
so
I'm adjusting.
that routine being thrown off kind of took make some adjustments.
Yeah. Yeah. That adjustments I am still making, but that's
Most
but
things,
hmm?
things keep changing, so I'm sure that's not helpful.
Right, right. But it's actually good. I've had the opportunity to diversify what I've gotten used to. You get comfy, you get in your comfort zone.
Yep,
So it's nice that that's been stretched for sure.
it's definitely a challenge, and it helps you grow because you're like, okay, I know how to now, and I get used to other things changing, and I can make it work, and it's not gonna like disable me. And
Right,
yeah,
exactly. Right. It's a shock at first, but then you do your thing. And on the other side of it, you're only stronger and more resilient. So that's
yeah,
the
that's
truth
good.
for a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
So, what do you now that the it's getting darker sooner and it's gonna be colder soon? What do you? I guess it's all gonna go to indoors, or are you like I don't care about the cold, and how do you feel about that?
I absolutely care about the cold. Yeah, I'm not one of those people. I will be right on inside, but that hasn't happened yet. One of so I do my yoga thing with a company that I got my training with, actually. So when I got my certification, they hired me to be one of their mentors thereafter.
Oh, nice.
So that part of it actually kind of kept the ball rolling because we were in the middle of a training some other people who were aspiring yoga teachers, and that's when quarantine started. So they took the training and moved everything digital.
Okay.
And so that was a really great opportunity. Like if it was me on my own, I wouldn't have had the drive in the moment to be like, all right, let me just do what I'm doing and take it all digital.
Yeah.
But this is an established national program, so they had to like make
Right.
it happen. But that really helped. So since I started doing that digitally, we actually just started another digital training last weekend. Another one will be starting next weekend. So those things have definitely helped me keep with training. As far as teaching, I have done Zoom classes is what I've adjusted to. It is definitely different, but I've actually come to enjoy it. So now I'm doing a couple of weekly classes. I did them in the park before, but when school started up again this fall, I kind of put that on hold to see what the schedule is like.
Right.
But classes on Zoom has been my thing recently.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been hearing mixed things. I know some people like the Zoom, some people are like, I hate it, and
Mm-hmm.
but I guess it does give you some more options because then people don't have to leave their house if their schedules are crazy or if they don't want to be outside or they do want to be outside. Either way, they can still get your instruction.
Exactly. I definitely get both sides of the coins, the people who are like, I hate it, and the people who love it. I get both sides, but something that I'm learning teaching yoga for me, specifically, I want to bring more Black and brown people to that world. Like if I Google yoga right now, I would have to sift through the first 2 pages to find someone that looks like me. And so that's really the point. And so now that things are digital, I think it only helps me achieve that goal more easily because I'm more accessible.
Right. If anything, it's great to take advantage of. There's of course like the last person said Yoshimi how COVID has actually brought some perks because then it's forced people to have to make some adjustments that I guess they would have been hesitant to before or maybe weren't as fully into it. And then it's like now you're taking advantage of the fact that things are online or things are like this instead of that. And because everything is very digital now, you can almost reach more people and get yourself out there and in different ways that you probably wouldn't have before or wouldn't have had access to before or whatever because everything is changing now. There's a major shift. So it's like, okay, I'm going to take advantage of this.
Right.
Now I can get myself out there better.
Yep. And I get, comments from people after they take my classes like, thank you so much. They're all donation based, but I love the comments of people who say like, I would have never gone to a yoga studio. I guess there's this I don't know, air of
Like a stigma, I
an
guess.
expectation. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I need to be a yogi, quote unquote, to go into this space. And so I do for that reason. Like I love it. I love when people are like, I would have never gone to a yoga studio. This is my first yoga class, but it will not be my last.
That's probably the
And
best
that
compliment.
truly, really,
Oh.
it really is.
Well, yeah, because when people, I mean, I've learned that there's many different types of yoga, and when I first thought of yoga, I was like, okay, stretching, meditating, very slow, certain image you have to have, and I'm just like, eh. But I tried a few classes too, and a few different ones, and some of them I don't, but it really does.
Right.
I understand why people don't like to necessarily have to physically go into the studio because there's these expectations, whether it's like self-confidence or just they don't think there's something that they're gonna like. So it's nice when people can come in and see that, especially if they like relate to the teacher and the teacher's able to, I guess, connect with their students in a certain way because their style just works for them and
and that's the important piece to me. That's the most important piece to me is truly just to get more people that look like me into that world. I freeze.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
I was like, no. The last interview, unfortunately, I did a few weeks ago. I went to go post it and it deleted, so I didn't save. It didn't save anything. And Instagram's doing, or I should say, Apple's doing that thing it does, where it's like, okay, you've had your phone for 2 years. Let's start.
Yep.
Not
Oh, I
working.
know that deal. Here, let's give you this update that's going to give you a tiny little bug.
Yeah. Now everything's just shutting out and closing. And it's like, I can't. I'm not done getting off this phone. It's only 2 years old. Stop.
Yep, that's what it's like. 2 years. Oh, get a new one by Christmas. That's what Apple.
Like I can't. Like.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm gonna post this before I type anything and hope that
right. Don't plug it in. Don't unplug it. Don't plug it too hard. Yeah.
I can't. So now that as it does get colder, I guess you're gonna be strictly Zoom and online. The weather gets better.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you see yourself going into any studios to teach? If the gyms stay open, or are you comfortable doing online better?
When things open, I would love to do both. Like, now that I know the realm of online yoga classes, I will continue that for the reasons that I mentioned. Like, it just simply gives more people access, and that is my ideal. So I would not stop that, but I would also pick back up going into the studio. I used to do a studio over here by me in Brooklyn that I loved, classes over there, but they actually closed due to, not closed just with quarantine, but like they're closed altogether. I'm sure a lot of places kind of hit that bump in the road when no more customers were able to come in. So when things do open back up, I would love that. I think there's a certain level of being able to connect in person that doesn't necessarily take away from the online classes, but I do think it's just something I miss, connection.
Right. Mm-hmm. The one-on-one or face-to-face interaction definitely is important.
Right. And particularly for like the way I teach yoga, it's truly the practice, the physical practice, yes, but something about vibe setting.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Key, especially if you have that calming, like, healing energy, then other people will feed off of that, and they'll want to come back for that and your lessons, and it's like the whole package, basically.
Exactly. Yep. I want the rest of my package to come in. Yes. Yeah.
It'll be the time for you to, I guess, collect everybody and build that. And then when we can go back to the gym, you're like, all right, guys, you can either keep doing it with me if you like that, or I'm in the studio now.
Right. Exactly. Yep. It's also cool because a lot of people check in from like Cali or Texas or wherever it is that they are, that I would have never met. Yeah. So that's cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Across the state.
Right.
Do you have any advice for?
Do I have advice? My advice is that you don't need advice. I know that sounds a little oxymoronic, but I think my best advice is to let you know that you have and know and are capable of everything already. And my advice would be to seek within. I could say all the most brilliant words that you've ever heard. And I hope that I might one day and inspire you in some way, but none of that holds a candle to what you already know and already have. So like go within and check that out.
That's very, very true. You can say the perfect words, perfect sentence, but at the end of the day, it's what have to know themselves and do themselves.
Precisely. Yep. Do the self-work. Mm-hmm. And self-discovery, really. Self-work makes it seem like something uninviting. But yes, do the self-discovery. That's my advice.
I like it. Thank you. It was great.
Thank you so much. Thanks for inviting me. This was fun.
Yeah. If you want to leave your Instagram or an email, whatever is easier for you. So if people want to take your classes, they can reach out to you.
Okay.
Comment section, and then it in my comment section when I post the video.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I'll drop my Instagram. I have classes every Thursday and every Sunday.
Nice.
All right. Have a good one.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, let's see. So if you guys are just joining, we had made some changes to the schedule, and we were also going to be taking a break from interviews for a while. So keep up with content on the Anti-Gravity Tumbling page so that way you can be informed of when our next interview is and to get some fitness advice and check out some of our amazing coaches and students. So let's see. Okay. Bring up the next one. Hope Instagram doesn't stop working. There we go. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
How's your day going?
It was long, but good. No complaints. How was yours?
Also long.
Yeah.
So I will let you introduce yourself. Tell everyone your name and then what you do.
Okay. My name's Alexa, and I'm the owner of Haynes Fitness. It's an all online, I guess, fitness journey programming. I do a bunch of different workout programming, meal plans, nutrition guidance, and all that fun stuff.
Awesome. Yes, good stuff. So since your stuff is mostly online, has everything shutting down impacted you personally working out, or any of your classes, or has there been any adjustments as far as students coming in? How's that been working for you?
So I was actually looking to be all online before COVID happened, so it kind of helped me progress into that. But what changed was just for my clients, they all had gym memberships and I was programming for them with the gym equipment. But then I had to do everything at home. So some had dumbbells, some had resistance bands, some didn't have anything. So I kind of had to be creative starting in March and some even to this point still.
Yeah.
But yeah.
To work in your favor then, actually.
Yeah, it definitely did in the online perspective for sure. And it helped me like have time to grow a little bit. So it definitely worked out for me so far.
Oh, that's awesome. I love hearing about that.
Say
So,
that.
no, I love hearing about stuff like that where this really just pushed you like, okay, go.
Yeah, yes, definitely.
Oh, how exciting. Do you, well, if the gyms open back up, are you going to, I guess, try to partner with them, or are you sticking completely to your online program?
Definitely going to stick to just online. I also work a full-time job, so it's just easier for me in that perspective. My schedule's always changing, so I can't have set dates and times every week where I can be at a gym and then rush back home and to work and whatever I'm doing. So it's a lot easier doing all online, and I feel like I can take on more clients that way.
Awesome. How have your clients been, I guess, responding to the if they're used to a gym, or like I'm sure that you were because you were starting an online program, what you were getting were already prepared for online. But then, how are the clients that you have that to a gym setting are coming to you now? How have they been adjusting?
Mostly well, because most of my clients kind of came to me not because like not more to lose weight, but more of like they want to know what to do and how to do it and like doing the right things. So I think being at home was more comfortable for them rather than going to a gym and then like being self-conscious and stuff like that. And just being able to do things at their own time at home, I think was helpful for them, definitely. But at the same time, sometimes it's like the sense of routine was like out the window a little bit, so I have to be more motivating and like tell them to like, oh, maybe get off the couch and go into a different room and do their workout. So it was a mix, but I think mostly good.
Oh, nice. Do you have a preference with like one-on-ones or group classes, or do you only do group classes?
No, I don't do any group things. Everything is one-on-one, me and the client. That's it.
Oh, nice. Okay,
Yeah.
so have to pay attention because
Yes, everyone's different, so everyone has different things that work for them, and I have to kind of like just talk to them certain ways or respond in different ways. That's going to help them more than it might help someone else.
right, yeah, because everybody has motivation needs.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Do you have like an age range to work with, or does it anybody? Or
No, so far I've pretty much worked with anybody that comes to me for help, and I think it's actually made my experience better by working with like all different people so far. I'm still like kind of new to this. I'd say like a year maybe I've been doing the online training. So it's pretty helpful. And I think towards the end, as everyone progresses, it's kind of like working towards the same goal for everyone anyway. So yeah, I don't have like a specific like set point yet.
That's good. What got you into online? Like, why did you choose that? Was it because of flexibility, or did you have other things in mind?
Mostly flexibility because like I said, I also work a full-time job. So I did used to do just in person, and it would be like I wake up, I go to the gym to get my workout in, and then I go work a full day and I come home, then I'm back at the gym for clients, and it was just a lot. And that was really only when I had a couple clients because I really didn't have time to take on any more than that. So learning online and like just taking the dive into that has been really helpful.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, so it definitely gives you more room, more people with your schedule.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah, that's fun.
So what kind of I guess what do you specialize in? I know that you said that you adjust the workouts based on what the person needs, but or what equipment they have available too, I guess. Do you have anything that you prefer, that you like to focus on?
Not really. I mean, I do CrossFit workouts personally for myself, and I feel like sometimes my clients get confused and think that I only program CrossFit, but I really don't program CrossFit for anyone. So it's more like HIIT workouts and just like simple circuits to keep your body moving and get like all your muscles engaged for like 45 minutes, and then you're done for the day, but you still got a good workout in. Yeah, so a lot of body weight stuff, and then if they have dumbbells, I think dumbbells are my favorite thing to work with because you could just do anything with a dumbbell. So it makes it easy, even if you only have one.
Oh, very good. Yeah, so that it's literally anybody can do it because you know how to adapt. It's like you don't need to have this, you don't need that. We can adapt.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, do you do your CrossFit workouts at home?
In the beginning of the quarantine, yes, I had got some equipment and we made like a garage gym, me and my sister's boyfriend, and then I was doing everything from home, but actually like 2 weeks ago I rejoined my CrossFit gym, so I've been loving that. But yeah, I was doing my own at-home stuff for a while.
Oh, nice. Yeah, there's something about just being in the gym, that environment with everyone else who has the same energy, and yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I miss that.
Oh, very good. Well, I'm glad you got to go back into the gym.
Me too.
Awesome. Do you have any advice for the viewers?
My advice, if you're trying to start your fitness journey or already on one, would just be not to stress it so much, because then when you stress too much, it just ends up with you not wanting to do it anymore. It really doesn't have to be that complicated. It could be as simple as like drinking more water, adding more vegetables, going for a walk. Like these are some things that I even do. Like, but once you start stressing and really getting into the specifics, I feel like that's when you really overwhelm yourself and then end up right where you started because it was too much.
Right. Good advice. I agree.
Thanks.
It really is a simple, will make it too complicated.
Yes, exactly. It doesn't have to be craziness.
Oh, thank you. Well, that's great having you.
Thanks for having me. This was cool. This is my first time ever doing a live.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Hopefully, we'll be able to do more of these.
Yeah, definitely let me know when the next one is. This was fun.
Thank you. If you want, you can your Instagram or your email, whatever you prefer, in the that way people, if they want to take your class, they can reach out to you. And then I'll also post it in the oh, it froze.
Yeah, I think we're back now though. All right.
Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Instagram, hold out a little longer. Okay. All right. Thank you everyone for joining, and thank you to all the participants. I loved all your advice. You guys are great. Keep doing what you're doing. And I will post this video unless Instagram blocks me out like I did last time. And either way, I will post the participants' information, so that way if you guys want to reach out to them and you missed their post in the comments, then you can. They're all awesome. I definitely recommend trying one of their classes out. So thank you everybody who was here, and have a great night.